So getting yourself prepared, settling onto your mat, just giving yourself this moment at the beginning of your yoga practice to come into these thoughts of why you arrive here, why you are here today, and what it is you wish to achieve. It's easy to attach all that we do to our beings. But let's practice letting all of that go and simply being the observer of all of these events that take place in our day. Begin to just acknowledge your breathing, to allow your eyes to close, to give yourself permission to fall into a slower rhythm of breathing and being. This is your time to just connect with you and only you. So just notice how you've landed your body as you begin to connect with your breath. Notice the placement of your hands, even if one shoulder is slightly risen from the other. Notice if you're gently caving your spine and practicing becoming the observer of your body and of your thoughts. Now let's begin to create those engagements with our body. Beginning by creating length in your spine, allowing the crown of your head to reach towards your ceiling. As your shoulders relax away from your ears. As your belly pulls in and your tailbone tucks down. Your hips and knees soften. Your breath encourages this length in your spine. And your exhale encourages this sensation of grounding and softening. Notice the muscles in your face. Give them a moment to soften. And allow this next moment just to connect with your breath, noticing your rhythm. And we'll take some time to slow our breath down with each other, creating this unison. Today, we'll take our inhales to counts of 5 and our exhales to counts of 4. So let's just begin with 2 rounds of breathing in this way. So taking a nice comfortable breath in here, and a nice comfortable breath out. We'll begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Begin to create movement in our body. So with your next inhale, let's find wide spread arms. Bringing the palms together above your crown. And with your exhale, have the palms face away from each other and draw the hands back down alongside your body. Just slowly pushing the palms so that they now come back alongside your body. So this is our movement. Use your inhale, create wide spread arms to bring the palms together. And as you exhale, palms facing away from each other and the arms come back alongside your body. Just do this 2 more times. Nice deep inhale. Nice and slow movement here. And exhale. Last round. Inhale. Find that length in your spine. And exhale. Keep the belly pulling in. Let's add a twist now as you inhale. Rise the arms widespread to shoulder width apart. As you exhale, twist to the left. Let's take the back of the right hand to the top of the left thigh. Walk your left hand so it's in line with your spine. Give yourself this moment to take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, encourage inviting the twist from your lower abdomen. Maybe allowing the head to turn. And let's find that count of 5 as you inhale. And count to 4 with your exhale. One more breath. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. With your inhale, slowly invite your twist back in through center. Just allow everything to shift in through neutral. And we'll inhale, wide spread arms, shoulder width apart. Exhale, twist to the right. Back of the left hand to the top of the right thigh. Walk your right hand in line with your spine. Find an inhale, look for that length in your spine. Find your exhale, encourage a nice deep twist. Maybe even turning the head. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last round, inhale, 5. Exhale, 3, 4. With your next inhale, very slowly, allow your twist to come back in through center. Give yourself a moment to feel that shift of everything coming in through neutral. We're going to make our way in through tabletop, so just release the hands right out in front of you, the knees into hip width, the hands spread nice and wide, your chin neutral to the chest to begin. So let's establish ourselves here in tabletop before we make movement in our body. Belly is always pulling into the spine to keep the back nice and flat. Let the tailbone just tuck down slightly there. Feel the weight equalizing in your hands and in your knees. And now with this nice flat back, let's move in and out of cat-cow. So let's begin with your exhale as you round out through your back and drop your chin in towards your chest. Use your inhale to arch your back, open through your chest, and gently lift your chin. So nice and slow with your breathing. As you exhale, find your cat. As you inhale, find your cow. Go one more round in each direction with your exhale, finding your cat. And inhale, find your cow. Let's find that neutral tabletop once again. And now let's take downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift your hips up and back. Once the hips have lifted up and back, let the head be heavy. Encourage your gaze to peek between your thighs. And let's just let a nice sway of our hips from side to side. Just warming up our body, loosening up the muscles. Feeling the weight in your hands, just notice them there. As you feel the heaviness in through your face. Let's create a flow in our body. So with your next inhale, look towards your hands and let's come into our plank. Find a nice strong plank here as you reach out through your heels and draw down into your hands. From our plank, let's lower the knees to the mat and round our back and through our cat. Let the head be heavy in our cat. As you inhale, come back in through your cow. And as you exhale, come back into downward facing dog. So this is our flow. Let's just do this 2 more times. Remaining in your downward dog for a moment. And with your next inhale, let's come forward and through your plank. Hold your plank here. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, now release the knees and begin to find your cat. As you inhale, come in through your cow. As you exhale, take your downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath. Just establish yourself with a heavy head. And we'll come in through one last round here. Wait for your inhale, come forward into your plank. Hold it here. Find another deep breath in your plank. And with your next exhale, lower the knees to the mat. Round your back into your cat. Inhale in through your cow. Exhale into your downward facing dog. And right away from our downward facing dog, let's walk our feet towards our hands so that we can find a standing forward fold here. When you arrive there, find an inhale to create a halfway lift. So you're flat back, belly in, tailbone down. With an exhale, take a hinge forward from your hips and release the hands alongside your legs, just giving the head a nice nod, yes and no. Encourage just a micro bend in your knees. Give yourself this moment to adjust to the shape. And now notice your breath. As we remain here, let's engage our breathing once again. Let's find those counts of 5 with our inhale, count of 4 with your exhale. One round here. And we'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. With your next inhale, slowly come up halfway. Find a flat back. Take the hands to the tops of the thighs. And when you are ready, with nice and slow and deliberate motion, begin to rise fully into a standing position. If you feel any dizziness as you've lifted, just lean forward. Take your time, bringing the arms now alongside your body, finding a Swamasthiti. Mountain pose here. Allow the eyes and the face to remain relaxed, noticing the stability within your feet. We're going to come into triangle, so let's step the left foot out to the left, and let's face the back edge of your mat. Allow the left toes to point to the short edge as the heel of the left is aligned with the arch of the right. The right foot's at about a 45-degree angle here. Let's inhale our arms in through a T position. With an exhale, find that squaring in your hips of the left hip coming back and the right forward. With your next breath in, reach forward with the left hand, continuing to square your hips. As you exhale, lower the arm to the inner thigh, and let's rise the right arm up. Trying to find the wrist resting over the shoulder. A lot to think about here, so let's take the gaze down. And now let's think about our belly, pulling it in and lifting up through the right fingertips. Notice that twist in your torso. Now notice your feet. As you draw down through the left and out through the right. Now soften your gaze. Let's take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. With your inhale, let's rise our arms back out through a T position. Let's bring our hands towards our hips. And we're going to come into revolving triangle. So let's face the short edge of our mat. Our hips are nice and square. And we'll inhale to rise now the right arm up. As you exhale, take a twist to the left. So we're placing the right hand, back of the right hand, towards the outer left thigh. So it might not be there as long as it's reaching there. So depending on our balance here, we might want to keep our left hand towards our left hip. If we're nice and secure, let's keep our gaze towards our mat. And maybe we begin to rise the left arm up towards your ceiling. Just looking for the wrist resting over the shoulder. So it's okay if your balance isn't where you expected it to be today. Just play around with holding the shape with wherever you have landed. And encourage keeping your belly pulling in. Now let's soften your gaze as you hold it here. Let's take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Feel the weight in your feet. One last breath. Let's hold it here. Now as you exhale, release the left hand if it is lifted to the left hip. And slowly let's find that same sequence now on the opposite side. So now we're facing the front edge of your mat, right toes are pointing towards it. Find that nice heel to arch alignment. This time our left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Right leg is nice and straight, hands towards your hips. Use our exhale to bring the right hip back and the left hip forward. Hands now into a T position. Inhale, reach forward with the right hand. Continue to find that squaring of your hips. Take the right hand to the inner right thigh. And let's rise the left arm up. Just play around with finding the shoulder, the wrist over the shoulder. And let's all look down here. Think about your belly. It's so easy to just push it out and dump weight into our back. Keep it engaged. Let's keep the fingers of our hands engaged by reaching up through the left and down through the right. Noticing that gentle twist in your torso. Now that we're here, we've established ourselves. Let's engage our breathing and notice the movement in our body as we hold it. So take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Notice the weight in your feet. One last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. With your next inhale, let's rise back up with our arms in a T position. Revolving triangle now as the hands come in through your hips. And we're facing the short edge of our mat. Keep the hips nice and square here. If you need to readjust your right foot, maybe heel toe it a bit closer towards you, then find that. With your next inhale, rise your left arm up. With your exhale, create a twist to the right. And allow the left back of the left hand to reach towards the outer right thigh. Hold it here with the right hand remaining at your hip so that you can be aware of the stability in your legs. Let the gaze be on one fixed point. And if we explored rising the arm on the other side, explore rising now the right arm. Just playing around with moving it so that the wrist is over the shoulder, just so that you can get an awareness of how that feels. Our balance might be affected here. Let's imagine strength in your legs as you draw down, softness in your eyes that we can hold it here. And let's establish our breathing, inhaling and exhale. One more deep breath, inhale. Notice your body and exhale. And when you are ready, as you inhale, slowly release the arms as you slowly twist yourself, heel toeing your feet, and coming back to the top of your mat, finding your Swamasthiti here. Just take a moment, roll your shoulders back if you need to, roll them forward, maybe even shake out the hands and the feet. We've created stillness, so invite that nice movement. And to reset our spine, we're going to come into 2 half sun salutations. So again, I'd like to encourage this movement to be nice and slow and mindful. So with your next inhale, let's find wide spread arms. Exhale, forward fold. Find that hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, belly in, tailbone down. Exhale, forward fold, head is nice and heavy into your chest. With an inhale, bend into your knees and find wide spread arms with the palms together above your crown. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Swamasthiti, last round here. Inhale. Maybe try this with eyes closed. Exhale, forward fold. Use your inhale, find your flat back. Use your exhale, take that hinge forward. Let the head be heavy. Your inhale brings you back to wide spread arms, rising up through standing. Your exhale brings you back to Swamasthiti. Just take a moment here. Notice your body. Notice where you're at. We're going to come into Warrior One. So let's step the left foot back now at a 45-degree angle once again. But this time, let's take a nice deep bend into your right knee. And right away, we're going to come into wide spread arms and just bring your arms shoulder width apart. So don't be too worried about how to place your body. Let's more be worried about our breath and just allowing the body to adjust itself on its own. So let's take our gaze and just soften it. Let's find those counts of 5 with our breathing. So complete your next exhale. And we'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Bring our hands towards our hips. Straighten the right leg. So invite a bit of relief into the right leg as you take a hinge forward. Just allow the shoulders to roll back so the heart is nice and open as you look for this gentle stretch in the back of the right leg. Maybe shifting your gaze to the top of the right ankle. Feel the belly pulling in here. And we'll slowly inhale to rise up. And now let's heel toe our feet so we're facing the back edge of our mat once again. Right foot's at that 45-degree angle. This time you're bending into the left knee. Right away, wide spread arms, shoulder width apart. Soften your gaze. Let's do 2 rounds of breathing here. Complete your next exhale. We'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Just notice yourself here as you bring your hands back towards your hips, straightening the left leg. Take a hinge forward, keep the shoulders rolled back, shift the gaze to the top of the left ankle. Just finding that nice stretch in the back of the left leg. Soften your gaze and the muscles in your cheeks, and we'll slowly rise back up. This time, let's find warrior 2. So let's keep the left foot where it is, and let's take the right foot so it's parallel with the front edge of your mat. Again, heel to arch alignment here. Warrior 2 might be a bit more on your hips, so don't worry about finding proper alignment here. Just as long as there's some kind of bend in your left knee, and as long as you're drawing out through the right foot. Hands into a T here, and just shift your gaze down the middle finger of the left hand. Let's just hold it here, and let's find our breath, and let's let our breath adjust our body. So when you are ready, we'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. When you are ready, let's keep our arms in a T position and just allow the left foot now to be parallel with the short edge of your mat. The right toes to point to the front edge. Just look for a bend in the right knee. Draw out through the left. Shift your gaze down the middle finger. Let your arms be heavy here, but keep them there. And let's find our breathing. And we'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Notice the heaviness in your arms, and let's just bring the hands to the hips as you straighten the right leg. Heel toeing your feet back to the top of your mat. Let's find our Swamasthiti here. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed away from your ears. Your belly is engaged towards your spine. Your chin is neutral to your chest. And just notice your breath here. Before we make our way down to the mat, let's just come into some side stretches. So as you inhale, take wide spread arms. As you exhale, release the left hand alongside your body and reach out through the fingertips of the right. Try to use the left arm as a bit of an anchor to create that arch in the left and that opening in the right. The belly pulled in here. Soft bend in your knees, and we'll inhale, bring the left arm in through center. Exhale, release the right arm, let it be an anchor. Open up through the left side body now, just holding it here. The belly pulling in. And we'll inhale, bring both arms in through center. You exhale, take that hinge forward from your hips and find that nice forward fold. Inhale just to reset your back, find that halfway lift. Exhale, take that hinge forward, and let's hold it here for a moment. Just making sure the head is nice and heavy. The arms are nice and relaxed. Soft bend in your knees. Just allow heaviness through your face here. When you are ready to take your next inhale, just to plant your hands onto your mat. Take a big bend in your knees and just step one foot back at a time to meet in your plank. Let's find that sequence of lowering our knees to our mat now and taking our cat. Wait for your inhale and find your cow. Now let's take a neutral flat back and release the legs out in front of you and come to lay on your back, finding corpse posture here for a moment. If it is really uncomfortable for you to have the legs straight, always feel free to just keep them nice and bent, falling in towards midline. Once we come to lay flat on our back, always check in with the back of your neck. So always give that moment to let the chin tuck in slightly. Now just notice. Again, practicing becoming the observer of your body. Allowing this moment to simply absorb all that you have just given yourself. Notice your breathing. Even notice how you respond to simple moments of silence. We're going to make our way into a figure four stretch. But before we do that, let's bend our knees into our chest. Take the hands to the tops of the shins. Just give your lower back a bit of love. Find some rocking from side to side. Always check in with the back of your neck. And now from here, let's keep the right knee pulling into your chest as we lower the sole of the left foot down. Let's take the right hand to the inner right knee and just create this external rotation in your right hip. Feel free to hold it there for a moment. And now let's take the right leg and place it on top of the left, establishing that figure four. Use the right hand to gently push the right knee away from you. You can stay here. If you're ready to move deeper, you can take the hands, interlacing them behind the left leg. Just make sure that the left foot is relaxed. Try not to keep it lifted. Nice and soft. So right away, we might begin to feel that stretch in the outer right hip. So you can hold it there. And once you've given it that time to adjust, you can slowly move deeper by drawing the legs closer towards you. Let's notice our breathing. Just notice your rhythm of the breath. We'll come into one round of lengthening our inhales here to counts of 6, and lengthening our exhales to counts of 5. We're just going to do one round here, so let's take a comfortable breath in to begin, a comfortable breath out. We'll begin, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give yourself a moment. Notice where you've landed now with your shape compared to when you first arrived here. We're going to transition into a twist, so let's slowly lower the left foot onto your mat. Cross the right leg over the left completely. Bring your hands into a T position and just allow the knees to fall to the left. You ground down through your right shoulder and maybe turn your head away from your knees. Just enjoy your twist here, and let's take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Allow yourself to be comfortable here for a moment. When you are ready, slowly begin to invite your knees back into center. Let's uncross the right leg. If you need to, heel toe your feet as wide as your mat and maybe take the knees to windshield wiper from side to side. It's a good counter move to reset your lower back. Let's come into this in the same way as we did on the other side. So let's begin by bending both your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Check in with the back of your neck. Maybe add a bit more of a massage to your lower back just by rocking from side to side. And now as you come in through center, keep the left knee into the chest, lowering the sole of the right foot onto your mat. Take the left hand to the inner left knee and take that external rotation in your left hip. Just hold it there for a moment. And when you are ready to establish your figure four shape, continuing to draw the left knee away from you, come into that. Maybe you're staying here, or maybe you're moving deeper by bringing the hands to interlace behind the right thigh. Just allow the right foot to remain relaxed. How's your neck? Check back in. Now notice your body. How does it feel? Notice your breath as you allow it to just move comfortably. Now let's encourage a nice deep inhale and exhale. Find that count of 6 now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just notice your body. Notice your state of being. How has your shape changed? Now, when you are ready to come into your twists, to slowly lower the right foot onto your mat, you cross the left leg over the right, and you bring your hands back into a T position. Allow the knees to fall all the way to the right here. Ground down through your left shoulder. Maybe turn your head away from your knees. Now let's take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Just notice your state of being here. When you are ready, slowly begin to invite your legs back in through center. Uncross the left leg from the right, maybe heel toeing your feet as wide as your mat, and finding that nice windshield wipering from side to side. When you are ready, let's take the right arm up overhead. Let's roll to the right side of your body. Push ourselves up and let's meet in a seated position with the legs extended out in front of you, inner thighs down, outer thighs up. We're familiar with these forward folds, so let's right away come straight into it. Give ourselves permission to remain in stillness, just finding any variation really that works for you. Just come into a space, and now let's focus back on our breathing. Wherever you have landed, just ensure your head is nice and heavy. Adjust yourself so that you can establish a heavy, relaxed head. And this time, we're going to come into 2 rounds of controlling our breath for those inhales to 6 and those exhales to 5. When you are ready, let's complete your next exhale. And we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Just notice yourself. Notice your face, the quality of your gaze, just your overall being. When you are ready, very slowly begin to invite yourself to rise up and away. Let's bend the right knee into your chest. Come back into that external rotation in your right hip. Just look for the sole of the foot to rest to the inner thigh as you take your inhale to twist to the left. To use your exhale to fall into place. Hinging forward. You can grab hold of the left foot, grab hold. If not, no worries. Allow your head to be heavy. You're familiar with these shapes, so just allow yourself to arrive here. And again, let's just focus on our breath and allow it to create subtle movements in your body. So let's do 2 rounds here, completing your next exhale. We'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly begin to invite yourself to release. As you bring your right knee in through center, straighten the right leg, bending the left knee now. Take that external rotation. Find the sole to the thigh as you slowly take your twist to the right and find your hinge forward. Give yourself permission to fall into your own rhythm. Soften your face and allow your head to remain heavy. Now let's complete your next exhale. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Allow yourself this moment to remain here. When you are ready, slowly begin to rise away from your right leg. Take the left knee into center, straighten it out. Maybe just shake out both the legs. We're going to come back into our cross-legged seated position and we'll work on some alternate nostril breathing here. So before we arrive into our pranayama exercise, just take a moment to establish yourself back into your seated position. So encourage length in your spine. Encourage strength in your body to keep yourself held here. The eyes are wide. Close them now. And notice the elbows, bringing them into your side body. Give yourself a nice deep inhale through both your nostrils. And exhale. And from here, let's bring the right hand to the bridge of your nose. Using the thumb to close the right nostril, the forefinger to close the left. Let's again take a nice comfortable inhale through both your nostrils. A nice comfortable exhale. And we'll begin closing the right, inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. As you inhale through your left, close the left, exhale right, releasing the right hand back down to the right thigh. Giving yourself this moment here to allow the effects controlling your breath in this way to settle in. Just know in this moment you've created clarity in your thoughts. In this time to honor your body, to honor your home, honor your family and friends. Know that this love radiates. And for the next few moments of your practice today, allow this to be a Mysore. So you can choose to remain exactly where you are. You're craving movement in your body. Feel free to make it. If by all means you are ready for your Shavasana, your final resting posture, then slowly allow yourself to find there. Once you have made all these last minute movements in your body, begin to invite yourself into your final resting posture of Shavasana. Feel free to maybe place a blanket on you, or if you need any props or other pieces of clothing, then find that. In our Shavasana today, let's notice the temperature of your body beginning to drop. As you allow yourself to find stillness and to be aware that this stillness is essential in your healing, into creating change in your body. So allow the sockets of your eyes to fall deep into your skull as the muscles in your cheeks and jaw begin to soften. Invite heaviness throughout your body, feeling secure with the earth beneath you. Allowing the breath just fall into its natural rhythm. This unique moment, allowing you to simply be, knowing that this is exactly where you are supposed to be. So let go. Know that you are protected, by being the pure white light that surrounds you. Allow this to give you warmth and protection. In this moment now, just take a moment to observe your body, observe your thoughts, and allow a smile to come onto your face. Let's identify this time as rebirth of yourself. You invite movement back into your body. You slowly allow your knees to bend. You roll to one side. And eventually making your way into your seated position, the palms together at heart center. You bow towards your fingertips. This moment, a part of your practice, please allow us to honor the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. To honor the directions of north, south, east, and west, and what is above, what is below, and what is in between. Please allow us to close with the sound of Om, followed by Aum. And I encourage you to create some sort of vibration in your body, whether that be just simply humming. When you are ready, inhaling deeply. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste.